Keep an eye out for the golden star that will appear on screen during the video. If you spot it, comment the time frame you saw it in. Get it right, and you'll get a shout out in our next video. Happy hunting! When dreams come alive. Samniara was a city where dreams were not just encouraged but celebrated. Every building, every street corner, every park echoed with the whispers of creativity. The skyline was a patchwork of architectural wonders that seemed to defy gravity and logic. Skyscrapers twisted and curved in impossible ways, their surfaces adorned with murals that came to life as the sun set, painting the city in hues of vibrant imagination. Alex stood at the edge of Dreamers Plaza, the heart of Samniara, watching as the evening festival unfolded. The plaza was a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds, filled with street performers, artists, and storytellers. Giant dream catchers hung from lampposts, their intricate designs catching the fading light. Alex marveled at the sheer energy of the place, but a deep sense of disconnection gnawed at them. Despite the city's palpable vibrancy, Alex felt like an outsider looking in, unable to harness the same boundless creativity that seemed to flow so effortlessly from others. Maybe I'm not meant for this, Alex thought, their eyes following a troupe of dancers moving fluidly to an unheard melody. They had come to Samniara with dreams of making it as an artist, but the reality had been far less romantic. Struggling to pay rent, working part-time jobs, and facing rejection after rejection, Alex's dreams seemed to slip further away with each passing day. Lost in thought, Alex barely noticed the gathering crowd near the center of the plaza. A hush fell over the spectators, and Alex's curiosity piqued. Pushing through the throng, they found themselves at the front, staring at a peculiar sight. In the middle of the plaza, an ancient stone archway stood, covered in glowing runes. The Dream Nexus, whispered to be the source of Samniara's unique magic, was usually hidden and only spoken of in hushed, reverent tones. Tonight, it pulsed with an unearthly light, drawing everyone's gaze. A sudden tremor shook the ground, and the runes flared brightly. Gasps rippled through the crowd as the archway began to hum, a low, resonant sound that vibrated deep in Alex's chest. They felt a strange pull, as if the Nexus was calling to them. The air grew thick with anticipation, and just as quickly as it started, the humming ceased, leaving an eerie silence. Without warning, the archway exploded with light, and a torrent of shapes and colors poured out, swirling and coalescing into tangible forms. Dreams were breaking free, spilling into the waking world. The crowd erupted in a mix of awe and panic as fantastical creatures and surreal landscapes materialized around them. Alex's heart raced. Amid the chaos, a familiar figure emerged from the light, a dragon, shimmering with scales of emerald and gold. Draco, the dragon from Alex's childhood dreams, stood before them, larger and more majestic than Alex had ever imagined. For a moment, everything else faded away. The dragon's eyes, wise and kind, met Alex's, and a rush of memories flooded back. The nights spent dreaming of adventures with Draco, the sense of boundless possibility, the untainted joy of youth. Draco, Alex whispered, taking a tentative step forward. The dragon lowered its head, a gentle rumble emanating from its throat as if recognizing its old friend. Alex reached out, their hand trembling, and touched Draco's warm, scaly skin. It was real, and possibly, undeniably real. As the reality of the situation settled in, Alex's mind raced with questions. How was this possible? What did it mean for dreams and reality to intersect so violently? But there was no time to ponder. The Dream Control Bureau would undoubtedly respond to this unprecedented event, and Alex knew that Draco, as a manifestation of their deepest dreams, would be a target. People around them were still reacting, some in fear, others in wonder. Alex looked at Draco and felt a surge of protectiveness. This was their dream, their friend, brought to life. They couldn't let anything happen to him. Determined, Alex decided to get Draco to safety and figure out what to do next. The journey that lay ahead was uncertain, But for the first time in a long while, Alex felt a spark of hope and purpose. "Come on, Draco," Alex said, their voice steady with newfound resolve. The dragon followed, its massive form moving gracefully through the plaza. As they navigated through the bewildered crowd, Alex couldn't help but feel that this was just the beginning. The lines between dreams and reality had blurred, and with it came both danger and opportunity. Alex was ready to face whatever came next, with Draco by their side. The streets of Samniara were a riot of chaos and wonder. Dreams of all shapes and sizes roamed freely, creating a surreal tapestry that was both mesmerizing and terrifying. Alex and Draco moved quickly, weaving through the pandemonium. A colossal flower bloomed in the middle of the road, its petals shimmering with iridescent hues, while a parade of animated toys marched down the sidewalk, their tinny music clashing with the sounds of the real world. "Draco, we need to get out of sight," Alex muttered, scanning the area for a place to hide. The Dream Control Bureau would be on their trail soon, and the last thing they needed was to be caught in the open. Ahead, Alex spotted an alleyway that led to an abandoned warehouse. "This way," they called out. Draco followed, his massive form surprisingly agile as he ducked and dodged obstacles. The alley was narrow and dark, a stark contrast to the vibrant madness outside. They slipped through the warehouse door, which creaked loudly in protest. Inside, the warehouse was a cavernous space filled with forgotten remnants of Samniara's industrial past. Dust motes danced in the beams of light that filtered through broken windows. Alex led Draco to a secluded corner behind a stack of old crates. "We should be safe here for a bit," Alex said, catching their breath. They looked at Draco, who seemed to be taking in his surroundings with a calm curiosity. "How are you so calm?" Alex asked, half to themselves. "This is all, it's unbelievable." Draco's gaze settled on Alex, his eyes full of understanding. "You've always been braver than you think," he seemed to say without words. Alex felt a swell of determination. This was their dream, their creation. They had to protect it. Suddenly, the warehouse door burst open. Alex's heart leapt into their throat as agents of the Dream Control Bureau stormed in, their uniforms dark and imposing. They moved with practiced efficiency, sweeping the room with flashlights and advanced detection devices. "We know you're in here," one of the agents called out, his voice cold and authoritative. "Come out now, and no one gets hurt." Alex glanced at Draco, who tensed, ready to defend them. "Stay back," Alex whispered. "I'll handle this." Taking a deep breath, Alex stepped out from behind the crates, hands raised. "I'm here," they said, trying to keep their voice steady. "Just me." The lead agent, a tall man with sharp features, narrowed his eyes. "Where's the dragon?" he demanded. Alex's mind raced. "I don't know what you're talking about," they lied, hoping to buy some time. "I was just trying to find a place to hide from all the chaos outside." The agent's eyes flickered with suspicion. "We have reports of a dragon in this area. You're coming with us for questioning." Before Alex could respond, a deep growl echoed through the warehouse. Draco stepped out of the shadows, his eyes blazing with protective fury. The agents froze, their training momentarily overridden by sheer astonishment. "Stand down!" the lead agent shouted, pulling out a tranquilizer gun. "We have orders to capture all dream manifestations." "Draco, no!" Alex yelled as the dragon charged. The agents opened fire, but Draco moved with incredible speed, dodging the darts and knocking the agents aside like toys. The warehouse erupted into chaos as Draco unleashed a torrent of flame, forcing the agents to retreat. "Alex, run!" Draco's voice boomed in their mind, clear and urgent. Without hesitation, Alex sprinted for the exit, Draco close behind. They burst out into the street, the sounds of pursuit growing fainter behind them. As they ran, Alex realized that their journey was just beginning. The Dream Control Bureau would stop at nothing to capture Draco and any other dream manifestations. But Alex also knew they couldn't run forever. They needed a plan, allies, and a way to protect their dream and the dreams of others. "We have to find others like us," Alex said to Draco, their mind racing with possibilities. "There must be more dreamers out there, people who can help us." Draco nodded, his eyes filled with unwavering support. "We will find them," he seemed to say. "Together, we will protect this world of dreams." With renewed resolve, Alex and Draco set off into the night, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The city of Samnyara shimmered around them, a place where dreams and reality had merged, creating a new world of infinite possibilities. And in this world, Alex felt a spark of hope, knowing that they were not alone. The night air was thick with tension as Alex and Draco navigated the labyrinthine streets of Samnyara. The city, now a fantastical battlefield of dreams and reality, seemed to pulse with an energy all its own. Creatures from the wildest imaginations roamed freely, and Alex knew that they needed to stay ahead of the Dream Control Bureau. Ahead, a shrill whistle pierced the night, followed by the sound of heavy boots on pavement. Alex's heart pounded. "Draco, we need to move faster," they urged, their eyes darting around for any sign of escape. Draco's massive form moved with surprising grace, his scales catching the moonlight as they slipped into a narrow alleyway. Alex spotted a flickering neon sign above a nondescript door. "In here," they whispered, pushing the door open. Inside, the space was dark and smelled of mildew, but it offered temporary refuge. "Stay quiet," Alex breathed, listening intently. The sounds of pursuit were growing louder. They pressed themselves against the wall, willing their breath to steady. The door burst open with a force that sent it crashing against the wall. Agents of the Dream Control Bureau stormed in, their faces set in grim determination. The lead agent, a woman with piercing blue eyes and an air of authority, stepped forward. "Search every inch of this place," she commanded, her voice cutting through the darkness. Flashlights clicked on, their beams slicing through the shadows. Alex's mind raced. They needed to think fast. As the agents fanned out, Alex spotted a narrow staircase leading to the basement. "Down there," they gestured to Draco. The dragon moved silently, his massive frame somehow fitting through the tight space. Alex followed, pulling the door shut behind them. The basement was a maze of old machinery and forgotten storage. Alex's eyes scanned the room, looking for any advantage. "We need a plan," they thought, trying to calm their racing heart. The sound of footsteps above grew louder. The agents were thorough, and it was only a matter of time before they found their way down. Alex looked at Draco, whose eyes were fixed on the stairwell, muscles tensed and ready. "We fight our way out," Alex decided, their voice steady. "We can't let them take you." Draco nodded, his eyes blazing with determination. The bond between them felt stronger than ever, a shared resolve to protect their world of dreams. The first agent to descend the stairs didn't stand a chance. Draco's roar filled the basement, a sound of raw power and defiance. The agent was thrown back by the sheer force, crashing into the machinery with a heavy thud. More agents followed, but Draco was ready. Flames erupted from his maw, creating a wall of fire that kept the agents at bay. Alex took advantage of the chaos, grabbing a discarded pipe and using it to knock an agent's weapon out of their hands. "Draco, keep them back!" Alex shouted, swinging the pipe with all their strength. The basement was a cacophony of shouts, roars, and the clang of metal on metal. Despite being outnumbered, Alex and Draco fought with a determination born of desperation. "Fall back!" The lead agent's voice cut through the noise. "Regroup outside!" As quickly as they had stormed in, the agents retreated, leaving Alex and Draco panting in the basement. The flames slowly died down, casting an eerie glow over the wreckage. "We did it," Alex said, leaning against Draco. The dragon nuzzled them gently, his warmth a comforting presence in the aftermath of the battle. But they both knew this was just the beginning. The Dream Control Bureau would be back, and in greater numbers. "We can't stay here," Alex said, their mind already racing with plans. "We need to find a safe place, somewhere they can't reach us." Draco rumbled in agreement, his eyes scanning the basement. Alex knew they needed allies, others who understood the power and danger of the Dream Nexus. Together, they would build the Resistance, a group of dreamers ready to protect their world. "Let's go," Alex said, leading Draco back up the stairs. The city awaited them, a place where dreams and reality had merged into a new, unpredictable world. With Draco by their side, Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. They would fight for this world, for their dreams, and for the countless others who were just beginning to awaken. As they stepped into the night, the city of Samnyara shimmered with possibilities. And in this world, where dreams came alive, Alex knew that anything was possible. The first light of dawn began to creep over Samnyara's horizon, casting long shadows through the fantastical landscape that had emerged overnight. Alex and Draco moved through the deserted streets, the echoes of the previous night's chaos lingering in the air. They needed to find refuge and allies before the Dream Control Bureau regrouped. "We have to find others like us," Alex repeated, more to themselves than to Draco. "People who understand what's at stake." As they navigated the winding alleys and hidden pathways of Samnyara, Alex recalled an old friend, Lila, who had always been fascinated by the Dream Nexus. Lila was a brilliant engineer, known for her unconventional inventions and deep understanding of dream energies. If anyone could help them, it would be her. "Lila's workshop is just a few blocks away," Alex said, picking up their pace. "Let's hope she's still there." The workshop was located in a quieter part of the city, a place where the boundaries between the waking world and dreams were particularly thin. As they approached, Alex noticed the telltale signs of Lila's handiwork. Dream catchers infused with shimmering energy hung from the eaves, and intricate mechanical devices buzzed and whirred in the front yard. "Lila!" Alex called out, knocking on the door with urgency. "It's Alex! I need your help." The door creaked open to reveal Lila, her eyes wide with a mix of surprise and relief. "Alex! I've been trying to reach you. Come in, quickly." Inside, Lila's workshop was a maze of tools, blueprints, and half-finished gadgets. The air hummed with energy, and Alex felt a momentary sense of safety. Draco, now hidden from view, settled in a corner, his eyes scanning the room cautiously. "What's going on out there?" Lila asked, leading Alex to a cluttered workbench. "I've heard rumors, but I need to know the truth." Alex recounted the events of the previous night, the explosion of the Dream Nexus, the appearance of Draco, and the relentless pursuit by the Dream Control Bureau. Lila listened intently, her brow furrowed in concentration. "This is worse than I thought," Lila said, her voice tinged with worry. "The Bureau won't stop until they've contained or destroyed every dream manifestation. But there are others like you, Alex. Dreamers who've seen their creations come to life." Alex felt a flicker of hope. "Do you know where we can find them?" Lila nodded. "There's a group of us who've been preparing for something like this. We call ourselves the Dreamweavers. We believe in the power of dreams and the necessity to protect the Dream Nexus." A sudden commotion outside drew their attention. Alex peeked through the window to see a squad of Bureau agents combing the area, their movements precise and threatening. "They're getting closer," Alex said, turning to Lila. "We need to move." Lila grabbed a small device from her workbench and handed it to Alex. "This is a dream tracker. It's tuned to the unique energies of dream manifestations. It should help you find other dreamers." Alex took the device, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. "Thank you, Lila. We need to get to the Dreamweavers." Lila led them through a hidden passage in the back of the workshop, emerging in a concealed alley. "Follow this path. It will take you to the old theater. That's where we meet." With a quick nod of thanks, Alex and Draco set off down the alley, the dream tracker guiding their way. The city, now bathed in the soft light of dawn, seemed almost peaceful, but Alex knew better. The Bureau was relentless, and time was of the essence. The journey to the old theater was fraught with tension. Twice they had to hide from patrolling agents, their hearts pounding with the fear of discovery. But each time, Draco's keen senses and Alex's quick thinking kept them safe. Finally, they reached the theater, an ornate building that had once been the crown jewel of Samyara's cultural scene. Now, it stood as a silent sentinel, its grand facade hiding the resistance within. Inside, the theater was a hive of activity. Dreamers of all kinds gathered, their faces etched with determination and hope. Alex spotted familiar faces, friends and acquaintances who had shared their passion for dreams. The sense of camaraderie was palpable, a beacon of light in the growing darkness. "Alex!" a voice called out, and Alex turned to see Talia, a charismatic leader of the Dreamweavers, striding towards them. "We heard about what happened. You're safe now." For the first time in what felt like an eternity, Alex felt a weight lift from their shoulders. Surrounded by allies, with Draco by their side, they were ready to fight for their dreams. "We have a lot to discuss," Talia said, her eyes flicking to Draco with a mix of awe and respect. "But first, let's get everyone together. We need a plan." As the Dreamweavers gathered, Alex felt a renewed sense of hope. They were not alone in this fight. Together, they would protect the Dream Nexus and the world of dreams it had created. And as the sun rose over Samyara, casting its golden light over the city, Alex knew that their journey was just beginning. In this new world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. And with the Dreamweavers by their side, Alex was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The theater buzzed with a vibrant energy, dreamers moving with purpose and resolve. Alex took in the scene, feeling a sense of camaraderie they had never experienced before. Each person here had a story, a dream brought to life, and a reason to protect the Dream Nexus. Draco, ever watchful, settled beside Alex, his presence a comforting reminder of their shared mission. Talia led Alex and Draco to a large table at the center of the stage, covered in maps, diagrams, and glowing crystals. "This is our command center," she explained. "We've been preparing for an event like this, but the Dream Nexus's sudden explosion has accelerated our plans." Alex leaned over the table, examining the intricate details of the maps. "What's our first move?" they asked, eager to contribute. Talia pointed to a section of the city map marked with red circles. "The Bureau has established checkpoints here, here, and here. They're trying to contain the dream manifestations, but we can't let them succeed. We need to keep the dreamers and their creations safe while finding a way to stabilize the Nexus." A wiry man with sharp eyes and a quick smile approached the table. "I'm Marcus," he introduced himself, shaking Alex's hand. "I handle communications and intelligence. We've been monitoring Bureau transmissions. They're planning a major sweep through the city tonight." Alex's mind raced. "We need to warn the dreamers out there. If we can get them to safety, we'll have a stronger chance of defending the Nexus." Talia nodded. "Exactly. Marcus, can you get word to our scouts?" Marcus tapped a small device on his wrist, sending out a series of rapid signals. "Done. Our scouts will spread the word and guide dreamers to safe zones we've established." The theater's main doors creaked open, and a group of new arrivals entered, their eyes wide with awe and determination. Among them was a young woman with a vivid blue aura surrounding her, accompanied by a creature resembling a griffin. She approached Alex and Talia, her expression resolute. "I'm Luna," she said, her voice steady. "My dream manifested last night, and I've been looking for others like me. I want to help." Talia smiled warmly. "Welcome, Luna. Your timing is perfect. We're organizing a defense against the Bureau's next move." As the Dreamweavers discussed strategies, the theater vibrated with a sense of urgency. Alex found themselves drawn to the diverse talents and strengths of their new allies. Each dreamer brought unique skills and perspectives, creating a powerful and united front. Draco nudged Alex gently, his eyes conveying a silent message of trust and encouragement. "We're in this together," Alex thought, feeling a surge of confidence. The day passed in a whirlwind of preparation. Dreamweavers fortified the theater, set up communication networks, and trained new arrivals in defensive tactics. As night fell, the atmosphere grew tense, charged with the anticipation of the impending conflict. Talia gathered everyone in the main hall. "Tonight, we face a formidable opponent," she began, her voice strong and inspiring. "But we also stand together, united by our dreams and our determination to protect them. Remember, we are not just defending the Nexus. We are defending the very essence of what makes us who we are." A cheer erupted from the crowd, a powerful affirmation of their collective resolve. Alex felt a deep sense of pride and purpose. They were ready to face whatever came next, knowing they were part of something greater than themselves. As the Dreamweavers took their positions, Alex and Draco moved to a vantage point overlooking the theater's entrance. The night was eerily quiet, the city holding its breath in anticipation. Alex's heart beat steadily, their mind focused on the task ahead. The first sign of the Bureau's approach was the low hum of engines. Alex peered into the darkness, spotting the telltale lights of the Bureau's vehicles. "They're here," Alex whispered to Draco, who tensed, ready for action. The Bureau's agents moved with military precision, spreading out to encircle the theater. Alex watched as their leader, a stern woman with cold eyes, stepped forward. "We know you're in there," she called out, her voice amplified by a megaphone. "Surrender now, and no one will be harmed." Talia's voice rang out in response. "We will not surrender our dreams. This is our home, and we will defend it." The Bureau's leader signaled her agents, and the attack began. Flash bangs and smoke grenades were thrown, creating a chaotic scene. Dreamweavers sprang into action, using their unique abilities to counter the Bureau's assault. Luna's griffin soared overhead, diving at the agents with razor-sharp talons. Marcus coordinated defenses, guiding Dreamers to strategic positions. Alex and Draco leaped into the fray, their movements synchronized and fluid. Draco's fiery breath created barriers of flame, while Alex used their agility to outmaneuver the agents. The theater was a battleground of dreams and reality, each side fighting with unwavering determination. Despite their fierce resistance, the Bureau's numbers were overwhelming. Alex found themselves cornered, 3 agents closing in with tasers ready. Just as they prepared to fight, Luna's griffin swooped down, scattering the agents and giving Alex a chance to escape. "Thanks," Alex panted, regrouping with Draco. "We can't keep this up forever. We need to find a way to turn the tide." As if in response, a brilliant light erupted from the center of the theater. Alex turned to see Talia holding a crystal aloft, its glow intensifying. "This is the heart of the Nexus," she called out. "It can amplify our dream energies. Focus your thoughts and channel your power into it." Dreamweavers rallied around Talia, their faces lit with determination. They concentrated their energies, and the heart of the Nexus began to pulse with an otherworldly light. The Bureau's agents hesitated, their confidence wavering in the face of this unexpected surge of power. The light expanded, enveloping the theater and pushing back the agents. Dreams manifested in dazzling displays of color and form, overwhelming the Bureau's forces and driving them into retreat. As the last of the agents fled, a cheer rose from the Dreamweavers. They had defended the Nexus, their unity and determination prevailing against the odds. Alex stood with Draco, their hearts swelling with pride and hope. Talia approached, the heart of the Nexus still glowing in her hands. "We did it," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "But this is just the beginning. The Bureau will be back, stronger than ever. We need to prepare for the battles ahead." Alex nodded, their resolve unwavering. We will. Together, we'll protect our dreams and our world. As dawn broke over Samyara, casting its golden light over the city, Alex felt a deep sense of purpose. They were not alone in this fight. With the Dreamweavers by their side, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. And in this world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. The air in Samyara was electric with anticipation. The Dreamweavers had tasted victory, but they knew the Bureau would not relent. As the first light of dawn illuminated the city, Talia's words echoed in Alex's mind. We need to prepare for the battles ahead. Days blurred into nights as the Dreamweavers fortified their defenses. They trained tirelessly, honing their abilities and devising strategies to protect the Dream Nexus. The theater had become a fortress of creativity and resolve. Alex found themselves at the center of the preparations, their bond with Draco growing stronger each day. It was during one of these planning sessions that Marcus burst into the room, his face grave. We intercepted a Bureau transmission. They're mobilizing for a major assault. Their goal is clear. They want to eliminate the Nexus once and for all. A hushed silence fell over the room. Talia stepped forward, her expression steely. We've been expecting this. Let's make sure we're ready. The Dreamweavers sprang into action. Luna and her griffin took to the skies, scouting the city and relaying intel back to the command center. Marcus coordinated with scouts and set up communication lines to ensure rapid response times. Alex and Draco joined a group tasked with reinforcing the theater's perimeter, their eyes scanning for any sign of the approaching threat. As the sun set, a tense calm settled over Samyara. The Dreamweavers took their positions, ready to defend their home. Alex stood with Draco near the theater's entrance, feeling the weight of the impending battle. Night fell, and with it came the unmistakable sound of engines. Alex peered into the darkness, spotting the Bureau's vehicles advancing. The agents moved with a chilling efficiency, their dark uniforms blending into the shadows. They're here, Alex said softly, their voice steady. Draco's eyes glinted with determination. The Bureau's leader, the same stern woman from before, stepped forward and raised her megaphone. Dreamweavers, surrender now, and we will show mercy. Resist, and we will destroy everything you hold dear. Talia's response was swift and defiant. This is our home. We will not surrender. With a curt nod, the Bureau leader signaled the attack. Flash bangs and smoke grenades erupted, casting the theater into chaos. The Dreamweavers moved with practiced precision, countering with their own unique abilities. Luna's griffin dove from the sky, scattering agents with powerful sweeps of its wings. Marcus directed the defense, his commands clear and unwavering. Alex and Draco leaped into the fray. Draco's fiery breath created walls of flame, forcing the agents to retreat and regroup. Alex used their agility to outmaneuver the attackers, striking swiftly and retreating before they could react. The theater had become a battleground, the clash of dreams and reality resonating through the night. Despite their fierce resistance, the Bureau's numbers began to overwhelm the Dreamweavers. Alex found themselves fighting alongside Luna, their combined efforts just barely holding the line. We can't let them through, Luna shouted, her voice carrying a mix of determination and fear. A sudden explosion rocked the theater, sending debris flying. Alex looked up to see the Bureau's leader advancing, her face set in grim determination. She raised the device, its ominous glow signaling an imminent threat to the Nexus. Stop her! Alex cried, charging forward. Draco roared, unleashing a torrent of fire, but the leader deflected it with a shimmering shield. The Bureau's leader pressed a button on the device, and a pulse of energy shot out, disrupting the dream manifestations. The Dreamweavers faltered, their powers flickering. No! Talia's voice rang out. Focus your energy! We can't let her win! Summoning every ounce of their strength, the Dreamweavers rallied. The heart of the Nexus, still glowing in Talia's hands, pulsed with renewed vigor. The dream manifestation stabilized, their colors intensifying. Alex and Draco pushed forward, determination burning in their eyes. Draco's flames grew brighter, cutting through the leader's shield. Alex dodged a counterattack, closing the distance between them and the device. With a final, desperate effort, Alex leaped and struck the device from the leader's hand. It clattered to the ground, its glow fading. The Bureau's leader stepped back, a look of shock and anger on her face. "This isn't over," she spat, signaling a retreat. The Bureau's agents withdrew, their assault broken. As the last of the agents fled, a cheer rose from the Dreamweavers. They had defended the Nexus once more, their unity and determination prevailing against the odds. Alex stood with Draco, their hearts swelling with pride and hope. Talia approached, the heart of the Nexus still glowing. "We did it," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "But this is just the beginning. The Bureau will be back, stronger than ever. We need to prepare for the battles ahead." Alex nodded, their resolve unwavering. "We will. Together, we'll protect our dreams and our world." As dawn broke over Samnyara, casting its golden light over the city, Alex felt a deep sense of purpose. They were not alone in this fight. With the Dreamweavers by their side, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. And in this world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. As dawn broke over Samnyara, the Dreamweavers knew they had a brief reprieve before the Bureau would strike again. Alex and Draco stood alongside their newfound allies, the theater's grand hall buzzing with urgency and resolve. They had won a battle, but the war was far from over. Talia gathered everyone around the central table. The heart of the Nexus lay before them, its glow a constant reminder of the power they defended. "We have a window of opportunity," she said. "The Bureau will regroup and come back stronger. We need to strike first, disrupt their operations, and protect the Nexus at all costs." Marcus stepped forward, a map of the city displayed on a large screen behind him. "We've identified key Bureau facilities," he said, pointing to several locations. "These are their communication hubs, supply depots, and command centers. If we can take them out, we'll cripple their ability to launch a coordinated assault." Luna, her griffin perched beside her, nodded. "We can't defend the Nexus by staying here. We need to go on the offensive." Alex felt a surge of determination. "What's the plan?" they asked, their eyes meeting Talia's. Talia smiled grimly. "We split into teams. Each team will target a specific facility. We need to be fast and precise. We hit them hard and disappear before they can mount a counterattack." The Dreamweavers divided into groups, each member briefed on their role and objectives. Alex and Draco were assigned to the team targeting the Bureau's main communication hub, a heavily fortified building in the heart of the city. Marcus would lead their team, coordinating with the others through encrypted channels. As night fell, the Dreamweavers moved out, slipping through the shadows of Samnyara. The city, normally alive with dreams and imagination, now felt like a tense battleground. The Bureau's presence was palpable, their agents patrolling the streets, searching for any sign of resistance. Alex and Draco followed Marcus, their movements stealthy and deliberate. They reached the outskirts of the communication hub, a towering structure bristling with antennas and satellite dishes. The building was heavily guarded, agents stationed at every entrance. "We need a diversion," Marcus whispered, scanning the perimeter. "Draco, can you create a distraction?" Draco's eyes glinted with understanding. He took a deep breath, and with a mighty roar, unleashed a stream of fire that illuminated the night sky. The Bureau agents scrambled, their attention diverted by the sudden blaze. "Now!" Marcus signaled, and the team moved swiftly. They scaled a nearby building, using ropes and grappling hooks to access a service entrance on the roof. Alex's heart pounded as they navigated the narrow corridors, their senses heightened. Inside, the team split up. Marcus and another Dreamweaver disabled the security systems while Alex and Draco made their way to the central control room. They encountered resistance, Bureau agents emerging from side doors, weapons drawn. "Stay close!" Alex shouted, ducking as bullets whizzed past. Draco roared, his fiery breath creating a barrier of flame that forced the agents back. Alex charged forward, using their agility to disarm one of the agents, knocking him out with a swift strike. They reached the control room, a maze of consoles and monitors. Alex's eyes darted across the screens, trying to make sense of the data. "We need to shut this down," they said, their fingers flying over the controls. Draco watched the door, his ears twitching at every sound. The building shook as explosions echoed from outside, the other teams making their moves. Alex found the main power conduit, a thick cable humming with energy. "This is it," Alex muttered, pulling a small device from their belt. They attached it to the conduit, setting the timer. "We have 2 minutes. Let's go!" They sprinted back through the corridors, Draco close behind. The Bureau agents, recovering from the initial assault, closed in from all sides. Alex fought with every ounce of strength, their determination unwavering. Draco's flames carved a path through the enemy, their combined efforts a force to be reckoned with. They reached the roof just as the timer hit 0. An explosion rocked the building, the power conduit erupting in a blaze of sparks. The communication hub went dark, its systems offline. "Mission accomplished," Marcus's voice crackled over the radio. "All teams, fall back to the rendezvous point." Alex and Draco descended the building, their hearts racing. The city was alive with chaos, the Bureau scrambling to respond to the coordinated attacks. They slipped through the shadows, making their way to the rendezvous point where the other teams awaited. The Dreamweavers regrouped, their faces marked with exhaustion but also triumph. They had struck a significant blow against the Bureau, disrupting their operations and buying time for the Nexus. "We did it," Talia said, her voice filled with pride. "But we can't let our guard down. The Bureau will retaliate. We need to be ready." Alex nodded, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. They had faced the Bureau and won, but the fight was far from over. With the Dreamweavers by their side, they were ready to defend their dreams and their world. As dawn broke over Samniara, casting its golden light over the city, Alex knew that the battle for the Nexus was just beginning. But in this world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. And with their friends and allies, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the morning sun bathed Samniara in a golden glow, the Dreamweavers prepared for the inevitable retaliation. The theater, their fortress and home, buzzed with activity. Dreamweavers fortified defenses, reinforced barricades, and took stock of their supplies. Alex, alongside Draco, joined the preparations, their determination unwavering. Talia called a meeting in the Grand Hall, her voice carrying over the hum of activity. "The Bureau will strike back soon. We need to be ready for anything. Remember, they are not just after us, they want to destroy the Nexus. We cannot let that happen." Marcus, always vigilant, nodded in agreement. "We've weakened their infrastructure, but they're regrouping quickly. Our scouts report heavy movement towards our location. We must stand our ground." Luna, her griffin at her side, added, "We'll take to the skies, keep an eye on their approach, and disrupt their formations. We can't let them gain the upper hand." As the sun climbed higher, casting sharp shadows over the city, the Dreamweavers took their positions. The calm before the storm was palpable, a tense silence broken only by the occasional distant roar of Draco and the flutter of wings. Alex stood beside Draco at the theater's entrance, their gaze fixed on the horizon. "We're ready," they murmured, feeling the warmth of Draco's scales beside them. The first sign of the Bureau's approach was the low rumble of engines. Armored vehicles rolled through the streets, flanked by squads of agents in dark uniforms. From their vantage point, Luna and her griffin launched an initial strike, dropping smoke bombs that shrouded the advancing forces in thick clouds. "Prepare for impact!" Talia's voice rang out. The Dreamweavers tensed, ready to defend their home. The Bureau's leader, her face a mask of cold determination, stepped forward with her megaphone. "Dreamweavers, this is your last chance. Surrender now, or we will destroy everything." Talia's response was firm and resolute. "This is our home. We will fight to protect it." With a curt nod, the Bureau leader signaled the attack. The battle began in earnest, the theater's perimeter erupting in chaos. Bureau agents advanced, their weapons flashing. The Dreamweavers responded with a barrage of their own abilities, the clash of dreams and reality filling the air. Alex and Draco moved as one, a seamless blend of fire and agility. Draco's fiery breath carved through the ranks of agents, creating barriers that forced them to retreat. Alex darted between the flames, disarming and disabling agents with swift, precise strikes. Luna's griffin swooped down, scattering agents with powerful sweeps of its wings. Marcus coordinated defenses from a central position, his commands clear and decisive. The heart of the Nexus, glowing brightly in Talia's hands, pulsed with energy, bolstering the Dreamweavers' resolve. Despite their fierce defense, the Bureau's numbers began to tell. The agents pressed forward, breaching the outer barricades and pushing the Dreamweavers back towards the theater. Explosions rocked the ground, debris flying through the air. Alex found themselves face to face with the Bureau's leader. She raised the device, its ominous glow signaling an imminent threat to the Nexus. "You can't win," she sneered. "The Nexus will fall. Not if we can help it," Alex retorted, launching themselves at her. The leader parried with practiced ease, the device still glowing ominously. Draco roared, his flames scorching the ground between them, but the leader deflected the fire with a shimmering shield. The Bureau leader pressed a button on her device, sending a pulse of energy that disrupted the dream manifestations. The Dreamweavers faltered, their powers flickering. "Focus your energy!" Talia shouted, her voice cutting through the chaos. "We can't let her win!" Summoning every ounce of their strength, the Dreamweavers rallied. The heart of the Nexus pulsed with renewed vigor, stabilizing the dream manifestations and intensifying their colors. Alex and Draco pushed forward, their determination burning brighter than ever. Draco's flames grew more intense, cutting through the leader's shield. Alex dodged a counterattack, closing the distance between them and the device. With a final, desperate effort, Alex leaped and struck the device from the leader's hand. It clattered to the ground, its glow fading. The Bureau's leader stepped back, shock and anger etched on her face. "This isn't over," she spat, signaling a retreat. The Bureau's agents withdrew, their assault broken. As the last of the agents fled, a cheer rose from the Dreamweavers. They had defended the Nexus once more, their unity and determination prevailing against the odds. Alex stood with Draco, their hearts swelling with pride and hope. Talia approached, the heart of the Nexus still glowing. "We did it," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "But this is just the beginning. The Bureau will be back, stronger than ever. We need to prepare for the battles ahead." Alex nodded, their resolve unwavering. "We will. Together, we'll protect our dreams and our world." As the sun set over Samyara, casting its golden light over the city, Alex knew that the battle for the Nexus was far from over. But in this world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. And with their friends and allies, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the golden light of sunset gave way to the deep indigo of night, the Dreamweavers gathered once more in the grand hall of the theater. They had won another battle, but the looming threat of the Bureau's return weighed heavily on them. The heart of the Nexus continued to glow, a beacon of hope and power. Talia stood at the head of the table, her expression determined. "We need a plan to secure the Nexus and protect Samyara. We can't keep fighting these skirmishes. We need a decisive action." Alex, standing beside Draco, nodded. We need to take the fight to them. Find their main base and destroy their ability to strike at us. Marcus, always vigilant, stepped forward with new intel. Our scouts have located a hidden bureau facility on the outskirts of the city. It's heavily fortified and appears to be their command center. If we take it out, we can cripple their operations. Luna, her griffin standing tall beside her, added, "We'll need a multi-pronged attack. A distraction to draw their forces out while a strike team infiltrates and takes down their command structure." Talia's eyes gleamed with resolve. "We have the element of surprise. Let's use it. We'll split into 3 teams. One will create a diversion, another will secure the perimeter, and the third, led by Alex and Draco, will infiltrate and take out their command center." The Dreamweavers prepared through the night. Weapons were sharpened, strategies were finalized, and bonds of camaraderie were strengthened. As dawn approached, the teams gathered for a final briefing. Talia addressed them, her voice strong and steady. "This is our chance to end the Bureau's threat once and for all. Remember, we fight for the Nexus, for our dreams, and for each other. Stay focused and stay united." As the first light of dawn crept over Samyara, the Dreamweavers moved out. The city seemed to hold its breath, the usual vibrancy muted by the anticipation of the coming battle. The teams moved stealthily through the streets, each member acutely aware of the gravity of their mission. The diversion team, led by Luna, reached their designated point and set off a series of explosions. Smoke billowed into the sky, drawing the attention of the Bureau's forces. Armored vehicles and agents streamed out of the facility, heading toward the source of the disturbance. Marcus and his team secured the perimeter, setting up barriers and ambush points to intercept any reinforcements. The air was tense, every sound amplified in the stillness of the early morning. Alex and Draco led the strike team, moving swiftly through the now exposed entrances of the Bureau's command center. Inside, the corridors were a maze of steel and glass, lit by harsh fluorescent lights. They encountered resistance, but the element of surprise and their relentless determination carried them forward. Draco's fiery breath cleared paths through The night air outside the theater was crisp and cool, filled with the subdued hum of a city that had just witnessed a significant victory. The Dreamweavers stood together, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of the heart of the Nexus. The celebration of their triumph was laced with a collective understanding of the battles yet to come. Talia addressed the group, her voice carrying the weight of both victory and the promise of future struggles. "We've dealt a serious blow to the Bureau, but they will not stop. Our unity and resolve are our greatest strengths. We must continue to protect the Nexus and each other." Alex looked around at their comrades, feeling a deep sense of solidarity. The battle had brought them closer, forging bonds that would withstand the trials ahead. Draco stood tall beside them, his presence a comforting reminder of the power of dreams. As the celebration wound down, Talia and Marcus called a strategic meeting. "We need to fortify our defenses and expand our reach," Talia began, her tone serious. "The Bureau is weakened, but they will rebuild. We must be proactive." Marcus displayed a detailed map of Samyara, highlighting key areas. "We need to secure these points," he explained. "Establish safe zones for dreamers and strengthen our communication network. Luna, you and your Griffin will continue to scout and provide aerial support." Luna nodded, her Griffin flexing its wings in readiness. "We'll keep the skies clear and watch for any signs of Bureau activity." Alex and Draco were tasked with leading a team to reinforce the Nexus. "The heart of the Nexus is our greatest asset," Talia said, her eyes meeting Alex's. "Its power is immense, but it also makes us a target. We need to ensure its protection." The following days were a blur of activity. The Dreamweavers worked tirelessly, their resolve unwavering. Fortifications were strengthened, communication networks were expanded, and safe zones were established throughout the city. Alex and Draco led their team with determination, ensuring that the heart of the Nexus remained secure. One evening, As Alex stood guard beside Draco, they noticed a group of new arrivals approaching the theater. These were dreamers who had been in hiding, drawn by the beacon of the heart of the Nexus. Among them was a young boy, his eyes wide with awe as he took in the scene. "Welcome," Alex greeted them warmly. "You're safe here. Together, we'll protect our dreams." The boy stepped forward, his voice trembling with a mix of fear and excitement. "I had a dream last night. A giant phoenix, rising from the ashes. Is it real?" Draco lowered his head, gently nudging the boy with his snout. Alex smiled. "In Samnyara, dreams can become reality. Your phoenix might be out there, waiting for you." The boy's eyes lit up with hope. "I want to help. I want to fight for our dreams." Alex placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "And you will. Every dreamer who joins us makes us stronger." As the days turned into weeks, the Dreamweaver's influence grew. More dreamers joined their cause, bringing with them unique abilities and unbreakable spirits. The city of Samnyara thrived, a beacon of creativity and resilience. One morning, as Alex and Draco patrolled the perimeter, they spotted a familiar face in the distance. It was the bureau leader, flanked by a small group of agents. She approached slowly, her hands raised in a gesture of peace. "I come to talk," she announced. "No tricks, no traps. Just a conversation." Alex exchanged a wary glance with Draco. "What do you want?" The leader sighed, her expression weary. "The Bureau is fractured. Your victory has caused many to question our methods. I want to propose a truce. A chance to rebuild without conflict." Talia and Marcus joined them, listening intently. "Why should we trust you?" Talia asked, her voice cautious. "Because I've seen what your unity can achieve," the leader replied. "And because we all want the same thing, a world where dreams can flourish. We can work together to protect the Nexus and ensure that Samnyara remains a place of wonder." The Dreamweavers deliberated, weighing the risks and benefits. In the end, it was Alex who spoke. "We'll give you a chance. But know this, we will always protect our dreams. If you betray us, we will fight back with everything we have." The leader nodded, accepting their terms. "Thank you. Let's build a future where dreams are not something to fear, but something to celebrate." The days that followed were filled with cautious optimism. The Dreamweavers and the remnants of the Bureau worked side by side, rebuilding Samnyara into a stronger, more united community. The heart of the Nexus continued to glow, a symbol of their shared commitment to a brighter future. One evening, as Alex stood with Draco atop a hill overlooking the city, they felt a deep sense of peace. "We've come a long way," Alex said, their voice filled with pride. "And there's still so much to do. But we're ready." Draco rumbled in agreement, his eyes reflecting the golden hues of the setting sun. Together, they watched as Samnyara thrived below, a testament to the power of dreams and the strength of those who believed in them. In this world, where dreams came alive, anything was possible. And with their friends and allies, Alex and Draco were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in their resolve to protect and cherish the world they had built. The days following the truce were filled with cautious optimism. The Dreamweavers and the remnants of the Bureau worked side by side, rebuilding Samnyara into a stronger, more united community. The heart of the Nexus continued to glow, a symbol of their shared commitment to a brighter future. One morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, casting a golden hue over the city, Alex and Draco stood on a hill overlooking Samnyara. The city below bustled with life, dreamers and citizens alike working together to create a place where imagination and reality coexisted harmoniously. Talia and Marcus joined them, their expressions reflecting a mix of pride and determination. "We've come a long way," Talia said, her voice filled with a sense of accomplishment. "But there's still much to do." Marcus nodded in agreement. "The truce with the Bureau is a significant step, but we must remain vigilant. Our unity is our strength, and we need to ensure that the Nexus remains protected. Alex looked at Draco, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. We're ready for whatever comes next. Together, we can face any challenge. As they descended the hill, they were greeted by Luna and her griffin. Good morning, she said, her smile radiant. We've received news from the outlying areas. More dreamers are coming to join us. They've heard about what we've accomplished here. Alex felt a surge of pride. That's wonderful news. Every new dreamer makes us stronger. The day was filled with activity. New arrivals were welcomed and integrated into the community. Workshops were held to help dreamers harness their abilities, and strategic meetings were conducted to ensure that the city's defenses remained robust. The bureau leader, now a frequent presence in their meetings, approached Alex during one of the breaks. I want to thank you, she said, her tone sincere. Your trust has given us a chance to rebuild, to create something better than what we had before. Alex nodded, their eyes steady. We're all in this together. As long as we stay true to our dreams and work together, we can create a world where everyone thrives. As the day turned into evening, the Dreamweavers gathered in the theater for a special ceremony. The heart of the Nexus glowed brightly at the center of the stage, its light casting a warm, ethereal glow over the room. Talia stepped forward, her voice resonant with emotion. Tonight, we celebrate our unity, our resilience, and our shared dreams. We honor those who have fought and those who have come to join us. Together, we are stronger than any force that seeks to divide us. The crowd erupted in applause, the sound echoing through the grand hall. Alex felt a deep sense of connection to everyone present. This was more than a community. It was a family bound by the shared belief in the power of dreams. After the ceremony, Alex and Draco wandered through the city, the soft glow of lanterns illuminating the streets. They passed by dreamers sharing stories, children playing with manifestations of their wildest imaginations, and artists creating masterpieces that seemed to defy reality. They reached a tranquil park, where they found the young boy from the day they first met the new arrivals. He was playing with a small, glowing phoenix, its wings shimmering in the night. The boy looked up, his face alight with joy. Look, Alex! My dream came true! Alex smiled, kneeling beside him. I see that. It's beautiful. You did a wonderful job. The boy beamed with pride. I want to help protect the Nexus too, just like you. Draco lowered his head, nuzzling the boy gently. You already are, Alex said. By believing in your dreams and sharing them with the world, you're helping us all. As they walked back to the theater, Alex felt a profound sense of peace. The journey had been long and fraught with challenges, but it had also been filled with moments of joy, growth, and unwavering resolve. They joined Talia, Marcus, and Luna on the theater steps, looking out over the city that had become a beacon of hope. The heart of the Nexus continued to glow brightly, its light a testament to their unity and determination. In this world, where dreams come alive, anything is possible, Alex said softly. And with our friends and allies, we're ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead, united in our resolve to protect and cherish the world we've built. As the night deepened, the Dreamweavers stood together, their hearts and minds focused on the future. They knew that the path ahead would not be easy, but they were ready to walk it together, guided by the light of the Nexus and the power of their shared dreams. In Samnyara, where imagination and reality intertwined, a new dawn was always on the horizon, bringing with it endless possibilities and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Did you spot the golden star in today's video? If you did, make sure to comment the time you saw it to be mentioned in our next video. Thank you for sharing a moment of your day with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps a lot. If you don't, well, I'll still love you. Thanks for stopping by.